Boys and girls, we are back after a brief hiatus. Work got in the way. Couldn't make the videos, but we've been popping them off on Twitter like I told you guys. If you watch these videos, get on Twitter, spreads and props, follow us there. You're able to keep up with us in case stuff like this happens where we just can't get out a YouTube video. And it's not for wanting to or not wanting to, but, life gets in the way sometimes, and we're doing this just off the strength of liking to give out picks to people and trying to help you guys win some games. So I hope you appreciate the effort. And let's get into tonight. No need to recap. Everything's been on Twitter. Last night I got some pretty bad beats as far as the stuff I put on Twitter, but night before was really good too. So it's just kind of been up and down, but want to get the video out as far as what we like today and go forward from there. So first things first, we are going to focus on a team that we have taken this over and over and over again. If you follow the channel at all and have followed any of our picks, when the Denver Nuggets play, we take their team total over. They've just been a machine. They've won 10 of their last 11 games. They've covered in 9 of those 11 games as far as their team total goes. So seemingly every time we put them down, they're covering. And tonight they're playing a team that they should score on. They travel to Milwaukee to play the Bucks. And team total for Denver is set at 120.5. We like the over. Denver is favored by 5. And the over-under is set at 240. So if you do the math, if they win by 5 and their team total is 120, that would mean Milwaukee's would be 115, and that would be 235, which would land you on the under. So somebody's going over, somebody's going under that. And we like Denver to be the team that's going to go over. I've seen 121 out there, 121.5 also. I don't mind either one of those. Right now, 120.5 as of recording the video is juiced to 120. That's a number I'm comfortable with, but it doesn't mean they don't score 1 or 2 more points. So taking 121.5, if that's what you have available and it's better odds, I think that's fine too. I think Denver gets to about 122, 123 tonight. So that's going to be our first pick. Second pick, we're going to go to a team who just scored a boatload of points against a really good defense. I have been off the Phoenix Suns pretty much all year. I hate the makeup of their team. I don't like the combinations of lineups that they run out there. I don't think that they use their players wisely. I think Durant is over the hill as far as being like an elite superstar in the NBA. He just hasn't aged like LeBron has, where he's still got meaningful impact to him. He can score whenever he wants, but and they really haven't let Booker just completely take that team like he should, and Bradley Beal is not what he should be, but nevertheless, they're playing the New Orleans Pelicans, and for that reason and that reason alone, I like Phoenix to score a bunch of points. The Pelicans are a very porous defense, to say the least, and without DeJounte Murray and now Herb Jones, they just have no defensive stoppers that can stop these guys from getting points, and the Pelicans like to get out and try to score. That's what they're going to try to do, and Phoenix will oblige. Games played in Phoenix, I believe. Team total set exactly the same as Denver, 120.5. This team just scored like 150 points against Memphis. I know it was with overtime, but obviously Memphis is an elite defense compared to the Pelicans. So Phoenix team total over 120.5. That's what we're going to roll with. Then we're going to take it over to college basketball. There are a lot of mid-major games today, and if you don't follow mid-major basketball, fast forward this part of the video, probably about 2 minutes ahead, because these two teams that I'm going to take on these next 2 picks, they're very, very, very just who are these guys to most people. But when you follow the sports and you know enough about the teams, I feel comfortable putting this on a video with your face on it. So first one is going to be Central Connecticut minus 12.5. Central Connecticut, I've given them out on the channel before. They are an absolute beast on offense and defense. They're playing a Lemoyne team who Lemoyne has been semi-competitive this year, but I believe they're not eligible to make the tournament. So even if they won out and won their conference tournament, they still don't get in. So at this point in the season, with just a couple regular season games left, I really don't see what reason they have to even put up a fight. Central Connecticut favored by 12.5 at home. I think they win by 20. This gives them the NEC title if they win. So they win the conference title tonight. So I think at home they do that in grand style. So we're going to roll with that. Second pick is going to be Portland State. Portland State is a team, they don't have a great season record, but they have one thing going for them. They are 13-1 at home in the first half. So when they play at home, they usually go into the half with a lead, and that's what we're going to roll with. Portland State minus 1.5 at home. Honestly, I didn't even write down who they're playing because that doesn't matter to me. When you see a stat like that, 13-1 at home in the first half, you know, I'm rolling with that. So, you know, feel free to skip on that one if you don't want to. You may just be like, you know, who the hell are these guys? Why the hell am I betting any of my hard-earned money on this stuff? But, you know, that's just a numbers pick at that point. And sometimes we have to go with it. I swore when I made this channel that it wasn't just going to be about analytics, because if you go on YouTube and watch all these videos from all of these handicappers, every single one of these guys is just data driven. And sometimes the eye test matters. And that's what I made this channel for, is because I watch a lot of basketball. And these games, I watch these teams play. Portland State, I can't claim to have watched. But this one is a data-driven point, and data isn't always wrong. It's not a terrible way to be looking at your bets, but in most cases, I try to use that with a mix of eye test. I don't have the eye test available, but the data is just way too strong here to not take them. So we're going to go Portland State in the first half, minus 1.5 at home. Fourth pick, we're going to go to two props here to end off the video. First one, we used this one the other night against Oklahoma City, and I like this one. Be careful of making sure you put this prop in correctly. Jaden McDaniels of the Timberwolves, we like him under 18.5 points plus assists. He's not an assist guy. They're playing the Lakers. I don't pretend the Lakers and the T-Wolves are going to run the score up. There should be some decent scoring, but I just think... I think this guy's going to look to shoot and score, and his point total is set at 15.5 to give you an idea of what his assist total is at, like 2.5. And I think he maybe gets there in points, but after I looked at the numbers, I got him at like 13 points and maybe 1 or 2 assists. So I just don't think he gets to this number. And this is plus money, I believe, if you go under 18.5. Take a look at your book, but as of recording this video, that's where we're at. So Jaden McDaniels under 18.5 points plus assists against the Lakers. Last one, we are going to come here to Orlando. Franz Wagner and the Magic are taking on or hosting the Warriors. Warriors -5. I see that. I kind of thought about giving out the Magic +5 because I think that they do keep it within the number or possibly win. These West Coast teams playing East Coast teams, just again at this point of the season, they don't care about cross-conference records. This doesn't mean anything. But Golden State's been playing really small ball lately, and I understand, you know, add Jimmy Butler, Draymond plays center. And so Franz Wagner, his rebounding total is set at 5.5. He's gone over that in 6 of his last 7 games. So we need him to grab 6 rebounds tonight. I think position he plays, low scoring game, point totals 211. We expect a lot of missed shots, a lot of good defense. The Magic give up 103 points a game at home. So we expect a lower scoring game. And in that, you have to take shots still. And people got to get rebounds. And we like Franz Wagner to do that. So over 5.5 is our pick. So quick recap. Nuggets team total over 120.5 up to 122. Suns team total also over 120.5. Central Connecticut -12.5 at home. We like Portland State in the first half -1.5. Jaden McDaniels under 18.5 points plus assists. Make sure you don't select points plus rebounds. The guy rebounds the ball, so that's not what we're looking at. And then lastly, Franz Wagner over 5.5 rebounds. Follow us on Twitter. Again, we probably will give out 1 or 2 more picks tonight there. Very short slate, so just be careful with your money. We're heading into the weekend again. We know that's going to turn up, and some of these smaller conferences are going to start their conference tournaments on Monday or Tuesday. So we like to bet those because those are just real. We got a lot of data on those games at that point. So let's go green tonight and let's get back in the win column, boys.